to tonight's recap of So You Think You Can Dance.
It's the premiere episode of Season 8 audition.
Alright, so they started in Hotlanta, aka Atlanta.
Nigel, Lil C, and
the return of Mary Murphy.
She's one crazy F-nut. She was a little subdued tonight. I have to say, I think I like her a little bit crazier.
I don't know. Well, the audition started off with a salsa couple.
But only the girl, Bianca, was auditioning, and
they did this Colombian salsa, which is like
it was
crazy.
Freaking lightning fast and furious.
Yes.
And the tricks were making me want to throw up because I didn't want her to hit her head. It was really scary.
On my nice dinner, but
I know. I'm really surprised that she got sent to choreography. Really surprised.
I don't know.
But it was a yes in choreography, so it's neither here nor there.
Alright. Well, next up was Melanie. She's an art major at Fordham.
Love her right off the bat. She's one of my favorites.
Like 19.
Right. She's an artist. She's an art major. Her work is really good.
Yeah.
At first I was like, honey, why don't you just stick to art? You got something going on there. It's really good.
But then we saw her dance.
Well, we also heard her backstory about how her dad died, and
when she was 12.
Right, and he had a liver transplant, and people just don't live very long after that. But her dance was amazing.
She was like, have you guys ever played that game on like addictinggames.com where it was like the boneless girl? I used to do that all the time.
Oh, I remember that.
Blew my mind. Yeah. But she was like the boneless girl.
Her control was amazing. It was a yes, duh.
Yeah.
Of course she's going to Vegas. Alright, then next up was D-Day. That was Dion and Damon.
They were friends, they're players. Don't
they really were players.
Exactly. Whatever. I hate the effing game.
They tried to get Kat Deely's phone number, but she took theirs and found out that they were liars. They said their phones were taken away. They were not.
Alright.
They were hip-hop comedy twins. Everybody thinks they're brothers, but they're not. They're just friends.
They had a couple cool tricks, but overall, I didn't think they were that great.
You know what? I think they liked the comedy. They liked the backstory. They liked them. You know,
yes.
They probably figured, woo, these guys can have a great transformation. So first they gave the ticket to Dion, and then they were all like ignoring Damon. And he was just like, hey, what about me? Yeah, and then he finally got his ticket to Vegas, so nice.
All right.
Marco was up next. He was freaking shot, just like 50 Cent. I couldn't think of the name right away.
I had a feeling you were going for that. But
just
anyway.
like 50.
Yeah.
Except he was being robbed.
The bullet is still in his arm.
Ugh, it just gives me the creeps. I feel bad for him.
But it didn't really affect his performance.
It was really good. Yeah. He got sent to choreography. Another one. I mean, he was a contemporary-ish dancer, and he still got sent to choreography. They broke their rule on there. If you're good and you're contemporary, you almost never get sent to choreography.
That's what it seems like.
I know. But it was a yes for him, so I was happy.
10 people straight through to Vegas in a row.
That's like a
You know
record.
what? It seemed like they were all contemporary.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
saying. All right, so the choreography rounds this year are choreographed and taught by Katie and Jacob.
I loved
former contestants.
Jacob. Loved him in his season. All right, so day 2.
I think they were both runners-up or runners-up. Runner-ups.
I was really upset that Jacob didn't win.
I was upset that Katie didn't win her season.
Alright, so day 2 in Hotlanta, Kimberly was up first. I was totally blown away by her strength. She auditioned with a partner, but it seemed almost like it was a ballet contemporary style.
Like a modern type deal?
Yeah, like modern. And she was, I just couldn't believe how she was like defying gravity. I mean.
Wicked. Okay, so.
It was a yes, of course.
Then we had a little video package about made-up words and Lil C saying confusing stuff. So Mary came out with the new word, organic. I definitely see...
I think her dentures were just slipping. I don't know.
Merriam, whatever, or Webster picking that up.
What's organic?
I don't know.
I mean, I know organic, but what's the T part?
She just messed up. She
I
made
think
it
so.
funny.
And Lil C, I don't know what the hell he's saying ever. Seriously, but
Just
I'd
trying
like
to
to
get all
know.
philosophical.
I'd like to know. I'd like to hang out with him for half an hour or so and pick his brain and find out exactly what he's saying, because I think it's pretty damned interesting.
Well, next up was quite a character, John, aka White Chocolate, who doesn't know what surname means.
He's just a chubby white guy. I mean, everybody knows that white chocolate is like the crappiest of all chocolates.
It's too sweet.
It really is. And he was just, his dance was crap.
He was like, yeah, people always freak out when they see this white boy doing hip-hop.
Well, obviously it's a no. And you knew it was going to be a no from the word go. So he asked them for a hug and they were all like,
It was really awkward.
Okay.
They're like, fine, come and get your hug.
I know. You know, when somebody has to ask you for a hug, I mean, if you have to ask somebody for a hug, it's probably not a good idea to give them a hug.
Yeah.
So.
Unless it's one of those, like, indie movie moments. And you're like, are you gonna hug me or what?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So, after John, a.k.a. White Chocolate, things really went downhill. There was some bad auditions. Bad.
Yeah.
Now, you know they always save a semi-inspirational / funny one for the end of the day. So, that was Kyrie. And, his grandma was there, who was like the original dancing machine. All I could think of was the Gong Show and the Gene, the dancing machine, but he was a guy and she's a girl, so.
Yes,
her
Miss
name,
Mandy.
I know, I love how he called her Miss Mandy. Miss Mandy! Alright, so Grandma was offered a judge's spot on the panel to judge her grandson, and she is a spanker.
Yes.
She took her belt off and spanked Lil C.
Because he didn't agree with what she was saying.
Right. She is feisty. That's all I got to say about her. He got sent to choreography, but unfortunately after that, Grandma was not there for the spanks, so it was a no. Alright, so that is the Hotlanta auditions. Our DVR crapped out, so we're getting a new one. But we're doing part 2, which is going to be the San Francisco Bay Area auditions, hopefully tomorrow, when we finally get to see the rest of the premiere episode. So make sure you check it out. It's going to be on our channel, Madrosed. So until then, much love.